Well, it was like an hour of us just like blah 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 blah, but it isn't working. Blah
That
blah
was
blah.
golden content.
Oh, sorry.
How could you?
Redeem more? No, don't do it.
Okay.
I wish there was a way I could make my chat bigger on this, for it to quit resetting.
I mean,
I'm on my Streamlabs app.
Wait, so your chat is only 3 lines?
On my Streamlabs app for some reason, yeah.
that's
boy.
funny. Why not just go to the Twitch app?
So,
I probably will.
real quick, this is the typical. We set this up ahead of time, and we tested it.
We
and
did.
It worked, and then although actually now that I think about it, it probably wasn't working.
We probably just thought it was.
Well, we don't really know for sure because you could hear everything, but we're just staying there.
Right.
So I don't know if it actually sounded the way it was supposed. Were you recording an audition when you were?
On that one,
Yeah.
it was set up to record. I just wasn't actually
didn't record?
physically recording. No.
So I'm wondering if the program took exclusive access to the audio, but it was actually still pulling audio in.
That's weird.
So I still don't know. Actually, I still don't know where the audio in the room is coming from. By the way, it was just coming from some random device. Like, it literally was.
I'm just gonna move this down here.
I have to say, I'm very Darko. You're a handsome gentleman, but like
not 7 days.
no. But look,
Oh,
look.
God.
Okay,
Oh, God.
you have eyeliner still a little bit.
I don't have eyeliner. I know what you're talking about.
Just
I've
a
never
little
even
bit.
worn.
Okay.
I've never worn eyeliner.
Okay,
before.
fine. Your lashes are very luscious today,
I have
and
luscious lashes.
it's very
eyelash.
mesmerizing.
Thank you.
I'm visually happy.
And on that note, welcome to the Roasto. This is the Roasto. Yeah, it's time for the show.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna turn on the I don't even want to mess with the beeps this time.
Yeah, is that a good idea? Should I turn a timer on my phone instead?
Yeah, sure.
that a
why
better
not?
idea?
That's probably a good idea.
Okay, cool.
Oh, we've got an hour to go now. You look dead, by the way.
I hate audio issues
Me too.
because
And admittedly, audio is my weakness.
it's okay. It's okay. Are we in the podcast now? Is this the podcast?
I started it. Yeah.
We're
This is the
recording
podcast.
Yeah, we're recording.
Is it
Here.
officially the podcast?
Yes,
Hello.
it is.
Okay.
We
Let's
could-
talk about Broken Arrow.
Oh God, not again. Darko dead. Let's talk about the fact that you've been going on a 7-day marathon. This is day 7.
Which we are currently in.
Yeah, we are now actively
participating.
participating in. Hey, Jesse. We are we have chat in front of us, all of us.
Oh, are you going to talk to chat?
I figured what we could do is we could talk for a little bit, and then we could we could ask chat for
I was
questions.
taking a break from chat.
I mean, you can also do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
You could
we
also.
have 3 different chats going right now.
Yeah,
So like,
you could ignore your chat, and I could talk to mine. That's fine. You know, you could do that. That's fine. But yeah, so let's talk about your marathon. First of all,
the thing you want to break from.
yeah. First of all, why? Why did you do this to yourself? Why would you torture yourself like this?
Because it's fun.
It is?
It's a way to have a good time. Mm-hmm. And I guess give back, even though, and do some fun stuff with the community more than we usually do.
Nice.
Especially for people who don't ever get to see the stream during the hours that we do it.
That's true. That's very true.
that.
It is always kind of nice to break away and do things at a different time, and get a whole new audience in, basically. Fresh set of eyes. So you've been making a mod pack in 7 days. How's that
Has
coming
he?
on?
Have
Yeah.
I?
Yeah.
Is that
Are
what
you
I'm doing?
really?
That's what you. That's
Really?
what you said. You're doing the surviving 2020 mod pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Let's talk about something that's not the marathon because we've been doing a marathon for 7 days, and we can talk about something else. Like I would love to tell you about how when I was younger, I used to cut my eyelashes.
Wait, what?
Why?
Why?
Yeah, so I have luscious. I didn't see these. these bad boys right here.
Oh yeah, they're lovely. I do like them.
They are.
So I used to have everybody used to come up and be like, "Oh my God, your eyelashes are absolutely gorgeous. They're so long and flowing." And I hated it.
Aw.
Because I felt like it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't a thing I wanted to have. I didn't want to have long eyelashes because people were like, "Oh, you're so beautiful. You have long eyelashes." So I would
You are beautiful though.
So here we go. So I would cut my eyelashes with scissors.
Oh,
That's
dangerous.
very upsetting to me on a personal level.
Yeah. Why is that?
I don't scissors next to your eyes
Oh, that's
as a
true.
baby.
That's very true.
And also, body issues and insecurity and stuff. That's just sad. That makes me sad.
Well,
You're making me sad.
and then I cut them. Everybody got so upset about it. They were they were like, "Why did you do that?"
But sometimes it's kind of nice to have a little agency over yourself.
That's true.
So
I'll give you
I
that.
understand.
Can we
that
take
much.
Can I tell you that? Have I told the story on the podcast about how I shaved my eyebrow?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll tell the story
Yeah, with the
somewhere.
pencil.
And
when
tried
the
to
pencil
fill it
filling it
in.
in.
Pencil,
Yeah.
I don't know. We had a Lost episode, and there was a really good story in there. I don't remember what it was about.
Right.
But we did a Lost episode, and we never got to go back and reiterate some of that stuff.
That's true. That's true. There are some calls for the lost episode to be released though, so we probably will end up doing that.
I think we should do it again.
Do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think
Because
that's a
here's
good
the
idea.
thing, is that we've forgotten what the episode's about, so you won't be able to be like, "Oh yeah, I just heard that." You
Right.
have no idea.
That's true.
Do you remember anything from the podcast?
Dude, I don't even remember anything from last night.
Right. So the point is,
We watched The Queen's Gambit. That's the only thing I remember is just being mesmerized
Oh my
for
gosh, yeah, we got sucked
8
in.
episodes of this. It is 8 episodes, I think, yeah? Of this amazing show, The Queen's Gambit. If you haven't watched it on Netflix, this is my recommendation. Go watch it. I came in 30 minutes late to the first episode. We binged watched the rest of it after the grocery store. I was like, I didn't even restart. It was just like, I know what's going on. And yeah. Can I also just take a quick second to be like, this is weird?
yeah,
This.
we
Yeah.
could have done the
I don't
crust
like that I
table.
can't see Darko when I address him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like to look people in the eye when I
Well-
speak with them.
I was trying to get it to where we were all facing the camera.
Right. I don't want to face the camera.
Well, I mean, I know you do it every day, but
I don't think we necessarily have to. I think it's better because if you want to keep the flow and all that kind of stuff, it's nicer to have the room just be
Normal, yeah.
and we can just have it on the side.
I mean, we could switch it real quick. We've got time, apparently.
No, let's not, please. I don't want to touch any more cables. The fact that it works right now
Is good.
amazing. There's literally Scotch tape, and there's balloons that are just holding things together.
Oh yeah.
They don't touch the stuff.
This is all coming from his office.
There's turkeys. Good. There's
There's
they've
hand
escaped-
turkeys all
they've
over the
escaped
studio.
Down the hallways. I don't want to. Is that your turkey sound? Is that your turkey sound?
Yes.
Is that a sound that turkeys make? I
I
wouldn't
don't know. I don't.
You do it again. Was that a whole? Okay.
Yeah. You know, you gotta let it. Oh God, phlegm. Yeah.
You got a what?
You gotta get it from here.
Mm-hmm.
The sound doesn't come from like your mouth. It comes from in your throat. You're just using your tongue to give it the warble.
I'm really self-conscious right now because I have Ricola
Oh.
in my mouth.
Ricola. I'm sorry.
Okay. There's always the one.
There's always a what?
I've got so I've been like I was gonna say chewing, but I'm not chewing them.
Okay.
I'm sucking on them.
What flavor do you have?
Cherry honey.
Cherry honey.
Can I have one? Please.
I can't have.
I don't know. Can you?
May I have one? May I
you
have one,
that kind of
Mr.
teacher?
Darkosto?
Were you that kind of teacher?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Would you like one?
No, I can't have it
Why?
because of the red.
You can't have it because of the red.
Yeah, there's
I
potential.
don't
Allergic.
think we've discussed this.
Oh, that I'm allergic to red food dye?
Red. You're allergic to red.
Red food dye, yeah. Red
Red food dye.
It's
Red
like
40.
Red 40?
Red 40 and I think red number 5 or something like that.
Is
There's
Red 40 a band?
probably.
Didn't they sing red wine?
Red wine. Oh, why do I know?
Or
that?
red wine.
Red wine. I don't know.
Red wine. You know that one?
It's too old for him. He's too much of a baby. He doesn't
too-
understand. He doesn't get the
I'm just too
reference.
tired. I don't remember them. No. I do remember that song though. But anyway, sorry. Let's talk about your eyelashes again.
It's not.
Let's do it because
That was just the icebreaker to get off the marathon.
no, but
And now we're back.
but your eyelashes very luscious, very very large.
Very large. You have large eyelashes.
long.
Is that making it better that I like them?
But were you self-conscious that you were turning into like one of those actors who always looked like they have like eyeliner on permanently? Like the mayor from the Dark Knight series?
No, what?
Yeah.
Wait, first of all, yeah, he did wear eyeliner.
He doesn't. That's his natural eye.
He looks like that?
Yeah, he's just got like natural his eyes
I
just
hope
natural.
no one ever asks that question about me. Like, they look like that?
That's just how he looks. There's a couple actors like that. They just consistently look like they have eyeliner on.
Some guy liner.
Yeah, some guy liner.
Wait, he
It's
looks
like
like that for real?
That's his. Yeah, look at his pictures. Like
It's like the romance rival in Titanic. He has
Billy
beautiful,
Zane.
luscious
Yeah.
eyelashes,
You mean
but not head
Billy
hair.
Zane.
no, I know Billy Zane, but he was the Phantom.
Oh yes, he
Yes,
was.
he
in the
was.
Phantom.
Spandex.
Yes. Yeah. God, where did
I
Billy
feel
Zane
like I
come
remember
from?
liking that movie when I was a kid.
I don't
I don't-
remember it. All I know is he was on a horse at one
I
point.
remember them being in a cavern and it being very dramatic and Zorro-like.
I remember there was not really a good superhero movie ever, except for maybe Batman, and then they tried to do a whole bunch.
I really
yeah.
liked Daredevil as a baby
Oh, as a baby though.
when I was like 9. I mean, I'm sure I would still like it. I'm sure I have some kind of soft spot for it going on.
The director's cut is better than people give it credit for, but
So, The Phantom was not bad. Sorry. And I'm trying to think. Blank Man was funny, but okay. It was pretty funny, actually. Not bad.
yeah.
Blank Man?
Blank Man.
You don't remember Blank
is
Man?
that?
Marlon Wayans?
I think so. Yeah.
I believe so.
Probably.
They were like, it was all like, it was supposed to be, they put together their own costumes, and he had like, what do you have, like a blanket or something that he cut for the
Oh
mess?
yeah,
Or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, it's just like a really like hand done costume.
Yep. And then there was the one, what was the one? It was like Meteor Man or something like that. Remember he's in the cover and he's doing this and he's on top of like a comet or something like that. He's got like the silver gray outfit.
That you say the silver and gray outfit, and all I can think of is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and the Nightman Cometh episode, where they sing, Dayman, oh, and he's wearing like this silver spandex outfit. Did you never watch It's Always Sunny?
I did, but I don't remember
The
that.
Rocketeer was good.
The Rocketeer was that was a Disney one.
I
Is that
liked
the one where
that.
he rockets up to it like a Nazi Zeppelin at the end?
I don't remember.
Or something like that. He like flies up to some floating.
I think
like-
so. Yeah, the Rocketeer, he flies up to like. There was also they did Dick Tracy in the '90s. Mm-hmm. That one was freaking insane because they tried to have like all of the like the villains look correct. So like to
Oh,
the
yeah,
comic
with,
book.
like,
So
the
they had like the
weird-
huge like flat heads and stuff.
Yeah.
And
Right.
like,
Who directed that though?
I don't know.
Because they did a really good job of making it feel like it was
Actually, from the comics,
like a good comic adaptation.
That was also the '90s was when they tried to do the first Captain America movie, where he literally kicks a nuclear missile.
Wait, what?
Yeah, okay, so like the original Captain America movie from like the 90s, I think it's from the 90s, he gets strapped, at the end of the movie, the climax of the film is that he gets strapped to a missile, like a nuclear missile heading for Washington.
Yep.
And he's struggling, he's tied on it, he's like, oh, I can't get out. It's about to hit, the White House, and he just raises his foot and kicks backwards as hard as he could with his heel, and that somehow tilts the rocket and adjusts the trajectory, and he flies off, and that's how he gets frozen in the ice or whatever. Was he like it goes ding, and he fly wee all the way up to like the North Pole, and he crashes in the ice and he gets frozen.
Wait, he flies all the way to the North Pole from Washington?
Well, but originally coming
Washington, D.C.?
Yeah, D.C. from the White House. Originally, the rocket was going to is from Germany or wherever the bad guys were, because I think it was the Nazis probably.
How long was he riding this rocket?
Like I think it's like
3 hours?
I think it's like a 5-minute scene. Yeah. So, but he goes across the Atlantic.
Wait, he rides it for 5 minutes? That's 5 minutes of the movie?
Yeah, it's like him struggling. The bad guy's like, ah ha ha, you know. That's how
As
bad
they
guys
On the
do.
missile?
He's on the missile. Everybody else is like, you know, it's that tense thing of like, oh, we're all gonna die, you know, and like, you know, they're
For
intercutting
5 minutes, he was riding a missile.
something like that. Yeah.
But in real world time, it
Yeah,
would have
it's-
been like 3 hours.
Yeah, but he goes like from Germany to the White House, kicks the missile, and then the missile goes wee up to like the
Why
North
not
Pole.
kick the missile sooner, like over the ocean or something?
It was a last minute thing, you know. He's like, I gotta do something.
He had a long time to think of a plan.
Look, it was 90s superhero movies, okay? Before Spider-Man came in and reinvented things again. Because Batman, you're right, Batman was good.
They tried to do something with Spawn, but I feel like it was such a, like it felt weird.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Spawn movie just wasn't. It didn't have the right people in charge. I think it could have been good because the lead actor was really good. But then they had like John Leguizamo as the Violator is what he's called.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the weird thing was it looked like a really low budget movie,
It did.
and it had really bad CGI. But the
But
thing that
Spawn
always
looked cool.
He looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
The thing that always bothered me was because I never read comics.
Right.
I didn't know much about Spawn, so the movie was the first thing I ever saw Spawn. And
I'm sorry.
So, firstly, since I don't watch or read,
Comics.
or cartoons a whole lot.
Something we need
Avatar:
to
The Last
remedy.
Airbender, the movie, was the first and only thing I've ever seen. So that was my first foray into that universe. And then secondly, so Spawn, they're like, hey, by the way, you can't use your powers for like a bunch of time, or else you just like you're gone. They're gone, and then you come back here or something like that. And then
Yeah.
it never was talked about again
In the movie,
And
yeah,
the
they did a
time-
really bad
and the
job
entire
about
time,
that.
I'm like, is he gonna run out? Like, what's going on?
It's
like
the ticking clock. Yeah.
but nothing ever like comes of it.
Right. Right.
They never make it obvious, or I guess it should kind of be obvious, but he's like shooting.
Yeah.
Right? So he's not using his powers.
Yeah, he uses real world weapons, so he doesn't use his powers.
Yeah.
Even though his cape is constantly technically part of his powers, so it's like constantly flowing around and he's constantly using it. But yeah.
But like, how much power does he have? Like 70 mana worth. Like, what does he have? How much does he?
Mana worth?
He's like, he has a mana. He's got a
I
mana
love
bar.
you.
He's got a mana bar.
He's got he's got mana, he's got health, you
He
know.
only has 3 spell slots. Leave him alone.
Yeah. He's a level 1 wizard.
And then he runs out. And then
Yeah.
he's
He
done.
has 2 cantrips and 1 spell
and then
slot.
he goes to he goes back to hell where he's
And then he leads the armies or something. Or he's just done.
He's just
He hangs out there.
I don't remember.
He just chills out there from now on without any.
Yes, Doc. Yeah. That movie was horrible, but the comics are really gritty and dark, and they have a lot more to them. I'm not the biggest Spawn, I don't know a lot about Spawn overall. I just know a lot
The
of.
people that made the movie did.
No, God, no. I'm honestly surprised that Todd McFarlane, the creator of Spawn and those comics, and that whole line of toys and everything, gave his approval to that movie. Honestly.
But it was super adult comic book, right? And
Oh, yeah,
they
no,
made
the-
toys.
Well, because McFarlane Toys is it's not really toys; they're collectibles and stuff.
But they made
Yeah.
kids playing with the kids.
Did
play
they
toys.
have kids Spawn? Oh my
Yeah,
God,
they did.
That's so bad.
Pretty sure I had
it's,
one.
It's so interesting as they try to capitalize on making toys for things, and they're like, just play with this, and it's like, what's it about?
It's this
You find out
hell
and you're
demon
like,
who's
oh, cool.
who
Yeah,
was
I know.
murdered, and then he's just the whole Spawn storyline is kind of weird. I'm gonna sneeze at some point during this, and I'm sorry.
Where are you going to turn?
I'm not.
You
I'm
have
gonna
nowhere to turn.
I'm gonna go
You go to
under
the
the.
mic?
I'm gonna go
Don't
under
sneeze
the
into
table.
mic.
No, I'm gonna go under the table. It's gone. It's gone.
Okay.
Whew. Okay, sorry. My allergies. Somebody in the apartment above us is smoking, and it's
You should put them out.
yes,
Just go
just
upstairs.
with a fire
Whisk
extinguisher.
them into a barrel and scoop them out.
And it's seeping down into our apartment every morning, and that on top of the cat hair is just playing heck with my allergies.
Are you sure it's not your red shirt? What if it's giving you a sneezing reaction?
I'm allergic to the dye in my shirt.
What if you could never interact with red, ever?
I'm dying. Red is... It would suck because there's red on your cable, too.
Right.
There's red everywhere.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some people are allergic to the sun, right?
That's true.
They can't.
Some
They
people
can't-
are
Some
scared
people
of
are
the sun.
allergic to water.
Yeah.
How crazy is that? They still need it.
Imagine, right. So, right, you need that. Do we? Yeah, you don't need red. Do you need red?
No.
Okay. But if you couldn't interact with red at all,
If I couldn't interact with red at all, I would probably say that my childhood would have been horrible because red was one of my favorite colors.
and it turned on you. It turned
out
on you.
it did.
Betrayed you.
I would end up being like an anime protagonist. Like everything I knew changed. My life was
That would start off your entire arc.
yeah, and then I'd have
Got
to like
it.
go battle whatever like god or whatever that controlled red to try to get my red ability
god
back.
In
of
your universe,
red.
There's a god that
Of red.
controls
And it's
red.
it's anime.
Is every
It's
color?
anime, so yeah, I would assume it'd be like the Lantern Corps and Green
There's-
Lantern.
What is there, like 16 million different gods for every
Only
X
the primary
value?
colors.
Only the primary. Yeah, only
Only the primary.
like I said, it's like the Lantern Corps. So it's like green, yellow, red, white, orange, blue, and I think indigo is one too.
Violet is lusty.
Violet is lust. Orange is like greed, I think, and like there's technically only one orange lantern because he's so greedy he won't let
He's so greedy.
that he won't let any other orange lantern exist. Yeah, it's weird.
my
They get weird
goodness.
in the Green Lantern comics. You guys would watch that anime? Nice. But yeah, that would be actually kind of a it would be a legit anime to watch. We came up with a lot of good ideas this morning.
We
You would
did.
watch your own anime, is that what you're saying?
Yes. If I was the protagonist of an anime, I would totally watch that anime.
You'd only watch it
I
if
would
you
watch-
were the protagonist.
No,
you wouldn't watch it if you weren't the protagonist.
No, no,
Like,
no,
if
I
you were,
watch
like, a
anime in
lesser
general.
Secondary character, you'd be like, no, I'm not.
Oh
the
no,
one.
I would still watch it, but even with my own anime, I would have to watch the
But you wouldn't
the
be.
subs.
You wouldn't be as into it,
No.
right?
I mean,
You
I
weren't
like
the
anime
main
in general,
character.
yeah. But
Right.
if it were gonna be, I was a character in an anime, I'd be like, well, we'll watch the sub version. We don't
I
have
think
to
we've
hear me.
established that Jack is a bit of a ham. So like, I feel like and he's gonna be attracted to anything that has him in it
Displayed
a little
in the
bit
front.
more
Well,
than
prominently.
I mean, you guys say that, but legitimately, I hate seeing myself on screen.
Uh-huh.
I do.
true. But you love the attention.
I love being on screen, and I love interacting with people.
Yeah.
But I hate
This
watching
is the part
myself
of the
back.
podcast that we have every episode
Where
like,
we rag on me for a minute.
No, we don't rag. We just analyze.
Do you want a couch? Do you want to lay on a couch?
Yes, I do. And we'll do. This is technically my therapy session every 2 weeks.
I don't like
Yeah.
that.
No,
It's probably not healthy either.
probably not. But I just get to come and vent. I do love y'all's attention, chat. I do. I'm sorry that I'm not as engaged with you guys today, but
We do still have a podcast.
we're doing a
Sorry, this
podcast,
is
yeah.
all live,
To-
by the way,
to
for anybody
record.
who's not here. If you haven't gotten that by now, oh god, I'm tired.
A little
Are
bit,
you?
huh?
Yeah,
Are you tired?
yeah, I know you have much more of a reason to be tired than I do, but you know what? I don't care.
So
Wow.
what's great about the fact that we're streaming this,
Uh-huh.
but just notation for the people who only listen to the podcast, you have Darko specifically. You have headphone rings permanently pressed into your hair.
Yeah. So I made a mistake. Okay, so let me tell you about. You know when you go run a marathon,
Yes.
you don't wear new shoes.
You know that thing I
Right.
do all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
So you don't run right.
Right.
Just
You don't.
constantly running marathons.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So when
and
you're
I'm
leaving
always
here,
buying
you're
new
gonna
shoes.
go run one.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's why we never have any money.
Yeah, I buy new shoes every week for every new marathon I run.
right. So, but you wouldn't go in there with brand new shoes. You got to break them in.
Right. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
when I did mine. I had
I
to.
That's
started
how I
this
break 'em in.
marathon with brand new headphones
Oh.
that I had worn like a day or two.
Really nice
they're
headphones.
they're actually not broken in yet.
Don't
Right.
don't molest the
they're nice
headphones.
and
I'm
wow.
not. I'm just looking at them because they're
You
nice.
like caressed it. It was,
I was trying
weird.
to pick them up
Did you
gently.
say the word caressed?
Caress, yes.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you said caress.
These are
Okay.
really nice headphones.
I thought you said something else.
Okay.
It was a little bit more personal with the headphones. Are you getting personal?
I said
headphones?
don't molest the headphones.
That's what you did say. Okay, I thought you said. Okay.
And then you just caressed it. It was very weird.
Those have been on my head for like a long time.
Yeah, well, you know what? We're married.
I wouldn't want to do that. And that's been on my head.
We are married, okay?
We're not married.
Yes.
We're definitely
According
not.
to chat, we are married.
We are definitely not. Listen, that's first of all, chat's wrong. 100% of the time. We're not married.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, why?
Because, well, first of all, there was never a transaction with a ring. Secondly, are you?
I didn't like it enough to put a ring on it, apparently, is what you're saying. Even though technically you are the one who's supposed to propose to me. Because your dad, I'm mom.
Don't do weird gender
in this
norms in this
nuclear
house.
family situation that chat has put on us.
Have they?
Yes.
Did they explicitly say
I'm feeling like we're 1950s.
that was the situation?
Is the
See,
era.
that's what you're feeling.
Yeah.
But that
way I can stay home and work
But look, the thing
on the
about
house while you
feelings.
So wait, so now you're also just putting yourself at home all the time.
I'll do all the housework and stuff while you go make a living and
But I thought we established with the gingerbread houses that you guys don't live together.
No, we put you at the end of the block.
that's what he says.
Put you at the end of the block.
I deserve to be at the end of the block.
I mean, what kind of salary are you guys making together for you to have two separate houses? What is up with that?
He's loaded.
Can Uncle Gray get some of that?
You get your own
own an
place, too.
apartment.
I mean, I do, but I also have to pay my own bills.
Right.
That's true. You
I
do
live in the
own
really nice
slums.
house at the end of the block. You live in the apartment slum, and
No,
Gray gets their
Hold
own
on.
house.
I own the apartment slum. There's a difference.
Oh.
That's why I have the money. Because I'm taking
Okay.
it.
Oh, okay. So you live there because you don't want to be at home with me. I see how it is.
at your home that you own.
Do I? That you bought for me? With all that? With all that?
Anyways, let's talk about something that isn't weird.
Anyway, yeah, so we really enjoyed Queen's Gambit last night. In fact,
Yes, Queen's Gambit was great.
After we're done recording, I'm going to have to make your thumbnail for your video that goes up today.
Nice.
Because we started watching and I got really distracted, but it was really fun. I really liked how moderately paced it was. It had some great camera work in it and actually some pretty nice CG in it as well.
Yeah.
One thing that was kind of took me out of it a tiny, tiny bit is that I am a photographer, so I'm used to working with models who know how to do modelly things. Oh my.
That was a squeak.
I don't know if that picked up on the podcast. I hope not. Are you okay?
Yeah, sorry. I wish I had more table space. So I'm like not used to being. at
He's
the end
just
here.
jittery, that's all.
So,
That is
so,
true.
like,
You usually get your own half of the table.
right, we all have our own section, so I'm not used to
Yeah.
like having to.
Share.
Plus, I feel self-conscious about being probably not because I'm not up and showering as much and being clean.
Okay.
You are
I mean,
so
we
worried
can't
about
notice.
that, but you're okay.
We don't
Yeah,
notice.
because it's disgusting for other people to have to deal with it.
But it's not like we can smell you.
Listen, you
Or
can't smell me
anything.
because I have had a candle going
I-
that is literally smelling up the entire office. Because it's
That
just
is
been
true. I walked in the door and I was
constantly
like, apples?
it's just like chucking smells from one end to the other end, and it's just so powerful. And the worst part is I can't smell it where other people can smell it because it's literally sitting this far from my face, right? So it's masking any and all smells, and it's like stinging my nostrils. But it's better. It's better than the rubber tea smell, like green tea rubber smell that's been assaulting me. And it was weird because the green tea rubber smell was like emanating from around my door. And if you walked by, you could be like, kind of smell it, right? And then you go in and you're like, whoa. And then it's right there. But I sat in it, right? I'm sitting in this. So I got this candle and I forgot a lighter, by the way. I didn't know a lighter. I brought a candle because it was smelly and then I forgot the lighter and my watch. But that's doesn't matter. That's just an extra thing. So I brought the candle in and I'm like, what am I going to do? With this candle, I can't light it on fire.
Oh, this is great.
So then, people from chat shared like videos, like melting steel wool. There's another one with gum wrappers with a battery. And by the way, we don't have gum wrappers in this building that I can start on fire.
Yes, there's a reason for that.
We do have batteries though, plenty of batteries. And then I was like thinking, can I rub two things together that would make fire? And I didn't really nothing came to mind. And then, so we were coming up with all these plans and ideas. And then somebody said in chat to put I have a mug warmer that was given to me as a gift, and it plugs into the wall, so it's like not USB, so it's actually good, right? I'm hating on USB. The power is not very much.
Yeah, no,
Right.
So it's very minimal. So it's not going to really do a whole lot, and it takes forever to warm up, even if it does. So this thing's getting like to 180 degrees Celsius. It's hot. It's hot.
180 degrees Celsius?
Yeah.
You don't have an office anymore.
That's the low mode. On the high mode, it's like 1,700 Kelvin. Okay, so
Wow.
you put it on there, and then put it on there.
He's
and
tired.
Then in about 5 minutes, this candle is like melted, and it's just like right there. It's like my face, and I'm like,
Did
this
you
is
melt
much
the
better.
entire candle?
Did you say, did I milk the candle?
I said, did you
Oh, we got
melt?
Darko here on the farm. He gonna come out and milk us some candles. That's how you get your candle milk, and that's how you get, all them little candles, like the little tea candles that you see out on
Are
in place.
you like rural George Bush?
That he is rural, no matter what. I don't know that you could
I
be.
thought he lived he lived close enough, but not close
Okay,
enough.
I've literally been to his ranch.
He's like
a
he's
couple
like
hours,
urban cowboy. He's like an urban cowboy.
like an urban guy. But no, he lives out just a little bit too far from town.
Yeah.
And he got Secret Service all around everything.
Yeah.
And
Does he still get Secret Service?
Yeah, I was going to ask, does he?
Is he? Is he like one of the last ones that gets for life or something like that?
no, I think Secret is. If
They don't do that. I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, well,
I know what you're gonna say. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
I knew exactly what you're gonna say.
No.
But to save us both the time, because listen, we're on borrowed time.
Are we?
Okay, we're on borrowed time. And
Is it when
and
you're
I
gonna
wanted
fall
you to
asleep?
have those seconds. I wanted you to have those seconds back. Think
But
about
not
all
the
time-
seconds that it took to explain
Yeah,
why you
all
did
this
that.
time that I could have just said it, and you could be like, "No, I don't think they
Listen,
do
but
that."
that's not important. What's important is think about the seconds that you save when if you're not going in traffic. And so I cut you off. I'm sorry. I cut you off. So listen, I don't think that they do that anymore. I think they have a term that it's like 5 or 10 years, and I don't think they do it for life anymore.
Oh well, if they don't, then there's a lot of people who probably go and mess with his ranch now. He does live. He lives pretty close to where I grew up, actually, like about an hour away. And I actually have people who live in the same town as him, but he owns a ranch. He and his family own a ranch just outside of that town. Outside of Crawford. And it was very common to hear people saying, "Oh yeah, we went and drove by the Bush's ranch." By the way, what happened to your fingers? I've been staring at
They
them.
really do look like they're rotting off.
Yeah, they look like you
Like
took
I can
each
tell
one
it's
of
Sharpie,
them.
but
Well, I've been doing a marathon,
Well, I was going to
and
say
clearly I haven't had time to.
you're dying from the fingers up.
I'm dying.
Okay.
I'm dying a little bit faster now than I was like a few episodes ago when I was dying. Due to life.
right.
But now I'm
Right.
dying because I'm doing a marathon while I'm on life.
Right. Right.
So they're
Life
coming.
is a hell of a drug, huh?
It is. They're gonna fall off soon.
Okay.
Doc in chat says Obama ensured that all former POTUSs get Secret Service protection.
Oh, former ones? Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
So any living,
So was it going to
Former
change,
POTUS.
and then they changed it?
I guess.
It was going to, because there was a point that I know that there was a time. There's a point that I know there was a time where they were going to change it, and that it wasn't for life. So it sounds like they made it.
It's
so
really hard not to get political right now.
well. It's not big political. It's more so.
No, I'm trying really hard
oh, yeah,
not
yeah.
to express opinions.
Yeah. Yeah. What's on your shirt?
It's Animal Crossing, but kind of spooky.
Yeah.
So it's like 100% my vibe.
Imagine though if you're being chased around a cornfield
Mm-hmm.
by those tiny little Animal Crossing people, and they had those smiles and little tiny like,
Yeah.
like
it'd be like Children of the
She's-
Corn, but actually scary.
yeah. Right.
But yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say it looks like you took each one of your fingers, and were like, I have to wake up. So you took something heavy and just went right on your nail.
Wow.
Oh, I don't like that visual.
That's a crazy thing so to wake up quickly. Your first thought is to
No, to
hammer
wake
your
up
fingers.
quickly.
physically harm
To wake up
yourself.
to wake up
wake
quickly.
up-
To wake up
Hush, hush,
quickly.
hush, hush.
My first reaction is make sure I drink water, like a ton of water, the night before, because the minute I'm up, I'm gonna have to pee. So I just get up.
Wait, you have to actively make that happen? I feel like I've
No,
reached
I
an
auto-
age Like, I hit 23 and my body was like, you have to pee every day, always.
No,
Crunch? Distance crunching?
I already have to. I'm already up a couple times a night anyway. But if I know I have to get up early, I will drink an extra, like, couple of glasses of water.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I wake up for the first time, I am so like, I've got to pee, that
I feel bad.
I can't sleep through it.
Yeah. Is that what you do?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I've not witnessed this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't. It's happened. It's happened a couple times.
Has it happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple times. I'm like,
I feel like my existing within your realm of storytelling does not lend much credibility to your stories.
What do you mean?
I tend to often have the reaction of, I don't think you lived that deliberately.
Yeah.
Wow.
Called out.
Wow. You're supposed to be here to support me.
Am I?
Yes.
Look, I'm both of yours uncles, brother, something. I don't
Your
know. Am I like the kind of uncle
Uncles,
who's
brothers, cousins.
Nephew's former roommate.
am I the kind of uncle who's like a couple generations ahead of you guys? Like, am I really old?
Oh, like you're a great uncle?
Yeah. Or like, you want some cold water over there?
What?
Want
No,
some
I'm
ice
good.
cubes? We could go get that tub of ice cream you guys never threw away, and you could like.
The one that
Way to
he
put it in my
stuck
face
his
like a
hands
mask?
on? Yeah, that was
a
a fun
mask?
TikTok to film.
Yeah. Are you sure you're okay? You seem a little tired.
I am tired,
Yeah,
but that's because I just didn't sleep at all last night because of the allergies. I was
Were you nervous about today?
No, not at all. Actually, no.
I was.
This is fun. I enjoy this. I would do this all the time. I enjoy being on stream. I enjoy.
I enjoy being on stage.
Yes, I do. I wanted
You
to be
set
an
a timer
actor.
today?
No, but I have a timer on my phone. We're at 34 minutes.
Oh, there you go. Only?
Yep.
Wow. Time flies when you're having fun.
What do you mean? Wait, only, but then time is flying? What the? Two different messages.
What?
See? You
It's
don't
a rest
live.
tonight, all right? It's
I
a
will
rest.
try. I will try.
This adds credence to my statement that you don't live that deliberately because the words you say do not have a cohesive message.
We've got a question
Oh.
from chat. I think we can
live
answer.
questions.
Live question from
That
chat.
makes me a little nervous.
This comes
Everything
from
makes me nervous.
Control Animate Jesse,
Oh boy.
and he says, "What do you guys think about the U.S. being a predominantly English-speaking country when the rest of the world seems to embrace learning multiple languages?"
Is it a predominantly English-speaking country? I feel like a lot of like our media and stuff like that is predominantly English, but I actually feel like I remember seeing statistics or something somewhere where actually it is actually Spanish is the most
Right.
common language in the U.S.
I think there's some credence to what you're saying and what he's asking. I think we are often the U.S. is often portrayed as a predominantly English-speaking nation, and it's sometimes misconstrued that English is our national language, but we don't actually have a national language.
Yeah.
And
I mean, it's definitely like the default on a lot of like federal things.
right, and but there is a lot of stuff that is. You can request almost any form in like a variety of different languages from the
It's
federal.
actually pretty cool. Like whenever we go into like good offices for like say clinics and stuff, because I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It's on my brain. Like my clinic, for example, like all of the walls are covered in postings in like every language conceivable.
Every one of them.
Yes.
It's
So you walk in
there
there,
are
you know.
quite many.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you walk in and you're like, oh, good. So like even if someone, like they have them pretty much everywhere. Like even if the people doing the reception and stuff, like there are signs everywhere saying like all you have to do is call this number and you'll have a representative who can actually speak
Yeah.
your language.
Yeah.
But at the same time, also, and this goes for where my healthcare provider and yours, because I've been in like the waiting room and stuff. Most of the people who are like doing your check-in and stuff, and like the doctors and stuff, all speak at least Spanish as well as English.
Wow. Nice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like there is, and
I've actually had a few like nurses and stuff like that walk up to me and like ask verbally, like in Spanish and then also in English, and like clarify with me because my legal last name is kind of ambiguous in that way.
I barely speak one language, and that's barely English.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say that you speak good English and bad English?
I speak it good, yeah.
Yeah.
I speak it real good, yeah.
I just saw Gray die inside a little bit.
I speak pieces of many languages. Like I can read a few,
Yeah.
but and I can understand a few. But as far as like actually vocalizing, I'm lucky if I get a solid sentence out in American.
I spent my ninth grade Spanish class being really in love with the girl that sat in front of me, and that's what I did.
Dude, are we the same person? Because
Maybe.
that's like ninth grade Spanish.
Is that what
Yeah,
we did?
yeah.
And so I missed most of that. You know, the conjugations and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
The important
you know.
stuff.
I don't even remember what we all had to get like a Spanish name. Mine was like Pedro, and
I could see Pedro.
and then my 10th grade year, I was totally in love with
why?
the teacher that we had because I thought she was really awesome and she was totally
Awesome.
she was totally rocking my world. You know.
So bodacious.
Yeah. So that's
okay.
what happened. That was my Spanish experience. But I did so well in Spanish that I didn't have to take the Regents.
Did you do well,
Exam.
or did the teacher just think that you were also
Or no,
bodacious?
well, maybe. I don't know. It's
Ew.
possible. Because I am.
Ew.
By the way. But,
Ew.
But to be clear,
Ew!
actually, I didn't take the
Ew.
Regents. I didn't have to take the Regents, but I did so well on my Regents that I didn't have to take it in college. That's what it was. 'Cause
Nice.
If you do well on your Regents,
Right, yeah.
you don't have to do it in college.
What,
Yeah.
what's,
And then I
what-
forgot.
I didn't even bother. So when you get into college, you know how usually with most degrees you have to get a foreign language credit?
No.
I think your school was weird.
Well, no, like nowhere in Texas was that a thing. All you had to do
It
was
was
take
for me, and I was in Texas.
all I had to do was take 2 years in high school, and then they were like, "You're done."
Right.
And then
Because
when
did
I
you do
would-
well enough?
I mean, I got B's and C's throughout my 8th and 9th grade.
Well, regardless, at most colleges, for most degrees, you have to get a foreign language credit. And usually, if you can prove via like a test or something that you are proficient enough in that second language, then you don't have to take another course.
Yes.
Ah.
I was a great Spanish speaker back in my early life. I've since forgotten it all.
See, I learned more Spanish when I was working at the hospital with folks who spoke predominantly Spanish than I did my entire 2 years taking Spanish in school. It made more sense to me speaking it with them than it ever did. Like the
I
written.
think school is a terrible place to learn another language because I think that the focus, at least in America, I can't speak for anywhere else, but I think that the focus on like mandated testing and things like that is just like a little too much, and I think it interferes with healthy study patterns.
Well, the problem with teaching anything at school is that if you don't do it on a regular basis, then you're going to forget it, especially with
Yep.
the language.
Yep.
So there's very little interaction if you're unless you're in like a private school or a small one-on-one situation. You're going to actually speak it and then also reinforce it every single day. So if you have a class full of 25 or 30 kids that you have to put on the board, you can't
Yeah.
really go to each of them and be like, all right, let's have a conversation in Spanish.
Yeah.
So it's and writing it.
Did you
and
just
speaking
trail?
it-
Like, were you falling asleep there?
No,
for a
that was
second?
me. That was me. That was me being the teacher, but super dismissive because we couldn't do it.
Oh, it
Like,
sounded like
let's have a conversation.
it sounded like you were like, oh yeah, let's have a conversation.
Yeah, no, I used to do tutoring and stuff like that, so I have a lot of feelings about how schools are run here and stuff like that. I was also with someone for a really long time who was a teacher, and I did a lot of tutoring. I started tutoring when I was like 9, and then I
Wow.
continued on into
Humble brag.
adulthood.
I will brag. I taught high schoolers at 9. I also launched the space shuttle. I didn't know you're so epically amazing early in life.
Doesn't feel good, does it? When he does that, no, does it? Does it? This is what it's like to be on the other side of
I didn't tutor
that.
high schoolers. I tutored people in my grade.
I just imagine. Can you imagine if you tutored somebody? You were 9 years old, and they would just set it up. We didn't have. Do we have email back then? Is that an email time?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you sent an email or something that you would just be like, hey, I'm gonna tutor you for.
I don't think personal emails were very common.
Okay.
But-
so whatever the connection was, you're
Right.
like, I'm gonna teach you home ec. I'm gonna teach you how to
Can I tutor you in home ec? Okay.
sew bears together and make that's what we did. Did you not sew a bear together in your home ec
You
class?
sewed a bear together?
Well, yeah, not a
You
real
said
bear.
bears, so I was thinking like Frankenstein bear situation.
Yeah, me too. I was sitting here
Well,
going
not
like,
bad. It looks like a Frankenstein bear.
I was sitting there going like, did you dig up? Like, did you go out into the woods and dig up bears?
So
And
that was
like,
science class.
Oh no.
no, actually, home ec wasn't required in my school.
Oh.
So
Yeah, we, being children of the early 90s, we were like right on the cusp where they stopped requiring home ec.
Well,
I
so you walked in. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say we're also like the last, like our graduating classes were the last ones that didn't have to take 4 years of science and math.
You know how to
in-
sew?
I do, yes.
No, we weren't even so much the last class as we were like right in the middle of that decision. So, because you stayed at one school, my unlucky butt, I had to swap between schools a lot because I moved from state to state. And some schools required it and other schools did not. So halfway through the year, I moved to a different school, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, the entire last year of school you had doesn't count.
Nice.
Doesn't
That's
count.
Cool.
Make up for it."
Wow.
That
used
sucks.
to wake up at 4 a.m. My junior and senior year of high school, I woke up at 4 a.m. and didn't get home until 11 at night because I had so many night classes. Because I had to make up for so many credits I missed.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And that's
it was
why
insane.
our education system sucks.
So I want to go back to where you're, as a 9-year-old, walking in to have to teach a collegiate level kid. Like they're 22
Yeah, with
years
like a
old, and you're
little-
like,
I had a
all
little
right, let's talk
briefcase.
about 400 level physics. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Wait, are you the character from the Queen's Gambit?
This is so weird because like when we're talking, like with the lean. This is like.
I
really
know,
weird.
it's really strange.
like-
I
and then
like
trying to,
looking
like,
people in
lean.
the eyes.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys don't move. I'll move. See? There you go. See? See?
It's like
It
leaning
works.
backwards. Okay. So yeah, so they walked in. They were 23 years old. They're in their senior level of college, and they walk in, and there's this 9-year-old kid, and what do you do? It's like
This
Doogie Howser.
bedraggled child,
Yeah.
because I was truly bedraggled.
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
just walking in with my little suitcase. Like I'm still in
Do you have
my
a suitcase?
Moten Elementary school uniform.
Did you mean briefcase?
What did I say?
Suitcase.
No. The suitcase is because on wheels because you have so many books and you're so smart.
There we
Ah,
go. There you
okay,
go.
I see where
Yeah,
you're
I
going with
definitely
that.
said that on purpose.
Right. So then you have to roll it in. You're like,
Yeah.
you put it down. You're like,
Like,
all right.
you need so much help. I brought 6 books.
Right. You need Jesus and let's go. Let's do it. And let's.
Hey, imaginary
let's
friend
flip it
Jack, did you know that imaginary numbers are actually a thing?
Yes, I did, and I hate them.
There's a college course on that.
Yep.
over. What do you?
Chat just told me to take the mic and move back. So I'm gonna hold the mic until it gets too heavy.
Why am I the only one in this room that doesn't have my that does have my shoes on?
'Cause
Because
you're
you
weird.
don't know how to be comfortable.
Yeah.
But no, that's the thing is that I like to have my
Well-
body hugged by clothing
I like
constantly.
I like wearing
clothing, too.
shoes and I like clothing.
Yeah.
But these chairs have very small butt areas, and I like to fold my legs.
Yeah.
And my shoes are very big,
Okay.
so I have to take them off.
What's your excuse?
I don't like wearing shoes.
Okay.
I don't. No, I
You wear
don't.
socks.
Yeah,
You have socks? Do you go no socks at home?
I go no socks at home.
Wow.
But I just don't like wearing shoes. I am one of the people who would wear those creepy toe shoes that look like gloves for your feet.
You mean like Spider-Man wannabe shoes?
The ones with the toe separators? Yeah.
yeah.
I have the most vivid memory of being exhausted, coming out of my psychology course in college, walking into this one of the separate buildings or whatever of my college or whatever. And this guy came up the stairs and he had those shoes on. And because the floors were like that really crappy laminate or whatever,
Yeah.
every time he took a step, it was like. I hated it. I thought I was having a waking nightmare.
Could we just for a moment sidebar that for a second. What are you doing over here? He's like, what are you, the sound effect? What are you, Carl? What are you, the guy from Police Academy?
Carl Winslow?
Yeah.
Or Michael Winslow.
Carl Winslow, wasn't that, he was from Family Matters.
Maybe? Yeah, I think
He was
so.
the dad in Family Matters.
Yeah.
That's Carl Winslow. You're
Michael Winslow. Yeah, you know.
Okay, all right.
And I'm doing
Do you know that I'm a dingus?
How am I supposed to answer that? Should I answer it yes? Because
No.
I feel like, is this a trick question?
no.
I
Gray drew
forgot
that
this
and
was
put
up
it on
here.
there, and I keep it on there.
Oh, okay.
I forgot it was.
But-
If I said yes, were you going to be like, wow?
No, not at all.
And then, like,
I don't
and that was
do
it. That was the
stuff like
friendship.
That. I'm a pretty nice person,
Mm-hmm.
so I tend to be pretty direct with the things I say. So you're good.
You don't have that persona
I don't have
when you're
traps.
when you're doing your thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you know I'm a dingus? Yeah. What? How dare you?
I think that's kind of why I have trouble with streaming because I'm not very good at like putting on like a face,
Like a show.
or like a show or
Yeah.
a character. You know, I'm not very good at slipping into that. I'm just kind of like, hi, I'm me. I'm vulnerable and scared.
Yeah. I mean, it's not for everybody, but also like you just find your thing.
You find your community.
Yeah. There's always somebody out there who will be into something else, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
everybody has somebody else at least
Right.
that's like into that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm saying you probably have more than one. Right? I'm not calling you a thing or anything like that. I'm just saying whatever it could be like. It could be this, it could be this Ricola, right? Or it could be that clock, or it could be, everybody has like this.
Can I have this clock?
You can
Can
have
this
No.
clock
you can have
be my
whatever you
thing?
want.
No. Although, Darko's point just reminded me of that meme that we saw last night where it's like, the TikTok person who that got memed because she was like,
Hold on. When you turn your head like that mid speaking,
Yeah.
does it sound like you're kind of like just do you sound like to chat like you're on a sort of
But when you're
plane
doing
in
that, you actually bring
passing?
the mic with your mouth. You're not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was the point. I was doing it on purpose.
No, but I thought it was
No,
like you're doing a stereo.
if
like,
I'm doing this, and then
what?
this, and then this, and then this. Yes, no, I get it. I was also just like, I can move.
Not
Like,
too much. 'Cause
No,
that,
yes,
that,
ripped
that
on
got
the
a little
wall.
taut.
It probably is. But
I think this mic, by the way, if you pull that too hard, it's gonna snap this desk in half.
yes.
Can you imagine if we did that?
I would hate everything.
I mean, to be fair, it's made out of cardboard.
It is. It is an IKEA table. But
Particle board, thank you very much. It's a little
anyway,
bit
what I was
stronger
saying
than
is, what you just said reminded me of the meme that we saw last night, and it's like scrolling through my phone, scroll past a kink I'm not into, and it makes the face. And then it goes scrolling back up to make sure, and the face is like, what? Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
We've been going for 50 minutes, just FYI.
I just pulled this empty blank wrapper out of my Ricola.
Ricola. Sorry. That was a great life update.
You know, I used to eat like cough drops like candy. I don't know what it was.
Are you supposed to do that?
No, definitely not.
I don't think so. No.
Does it say not to do that?
I don't know.
It
Maybe
doesn't
not
say
Ricola.
that you shouldn't do that.
I don't
doesn't
know.
say that.
I remember. Yeah, I think it was when I lived here. Yeah, I lived a little bit further north. North.
Noise.
I lived a little further
Instead of
north.
noise.
And I was like going through a rough time in my life, and the only thing that could soothe my bones was cough drops.
Soothe your wee bones.
Yes, soothe my
That's how I'm going
bones.
to teach our kids to talk, by the way. Like they were raised by an undertaker.
I'm really sorry
Yeah.
that he's gonna teach your kids to talk.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what you were saying. No,
Why not? Why
No.
not? Well, give me a good reason why not.
because I want them to live happy lives.
Are you saying undertakers don't live happy lives?
I mean, I'm sure they do, but also true undertakers don't talk like that.
True, but I still want to do it. No, please don't put. I'm allergic. Ah!
Only if you consume it, and then it just makes your stomach all unhappy.
I'm gonna get a rash. Help me.
Oh, please, you'll be alive.
Oh, please, you'll be alive. That doesn't sum up this week in a nutshell. It's been an interesting week, let me put it that way.
Has it?
Yes, it has. It's been a good week, though. It was a good weekend. It's been a mixed bag of a week.
What is this?
Oh, that is for my stream. Those are the scene studies that we were
Finger
gonna do.
painting.
Oh, yes, and Doc suggested that I finger paint on stream.
Okay.
No, so every Friday, or typically every Friday, I do a scene study.
When you have to like explain the thing, almost like, hold on, I know it sounds a bit weird or interesting, but let me tell you, it's not as weird as it maybe is when it's written.
Oh no, it's weird. It's weird, but I'm gonna do it. No, so every Friday, or I try every Friday, to do a scene study at the end of my stream because I like to reset my brain and like I do what I love to do. I analyze film. And I ask my community to suggest movies and scenes from those movies that we can watch. So for Halloween, we did Hocus Pocus. Next, we're doing the Nickelodeon, A Series of Unfortunate Events. We're doing the dinner scene. We're going to do a scene from Beetlejuice, then Jaws, Super Troopers, Blazing Saddles. Those are...
All that and more on the Imaginary Friend Jack show.
Yeah. And then Doc suggested that because I do art on my stream, I should do a finger painting one. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. So I am going to get the stuff to do finger painting. And I will probably do that now that we have a dining room table.
I am kind of excited, actually, now that we've moved the art desk, which is like our art desk, but like kind of my art desk because I have way more art supplies than you do. I'm kind of excited because now I feel like I could probably set that up to do more like traditional art on streams and stuff like that. I feel like that'd be really fun. Like little carving stuff and, you know.
And carve little elephants.
Yeah. You want a little elephant?
Why specifically elephants?
That's the first thing I thought about. You're just carving these little tiny little elephant guys. You know?
Do you want a little elephant?
No, I want a little tiny penguin.
Okay. I'll make you,
know,
a tiny little penguin.
You're allowed to like other animals. You know that, right?
There are no other animals.
No,
There
that's
are-
off-brand.
I mean, but it's for his personal, so he can have whatever animal he wants.
Who thought that it was a good idea to put on the inside of the earphone cup white, by the way?
People who really like the appearance of sweat stains.
Yeah, so I have these brand new headphones, right? And they have white on the inside. I don't know about you, but my ears literally just spew dirt out of them.
It's like the dust
You
bowl
might
in
need
there.
to go see your doctor about that.
It's just flying out constantly, okay? And my nose too. Because body, you know, does that not happen?
What's
to you? Am I
coming
the
out of
only
your
one?
nose?
Wait, have we ever talked about on this how I don't think people are using the bathroom right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We have talked about the bathroom so many times on this podcast that I'm kind of worried that people aren't going to listen because they're going, well, what toilet are they going to talk about today? Are they going to talk about the gold one? Or are they going to talk about the new model SJ9000 that came out of Canada?
How many different kind of toilets do you think there are?
50.
You think so?
1,000.
I'm gonna look this up. I think
Okay.
there's more. There's a lot more toilets.
I think there's a lot more toilets than we think about, but can we not talk about toilets for one episode? I mean, it's too late. We've already done it. But
Episode what? 3, 4 is twice used bidet.
I think that's episode 6, yeah.
Is that a toilet?
It's 3 for me.
It's like an attachment. It's like a toilet augmentation.
But we talked
You
about
can't
toilets
use
a bit.
in its own. You have to have it in
I mean, you
conjunction.
could use a bidet.
I just
on
carry
its
around
own.
my
You could
portable
just walk
bidet.
around.
Just like in your backpack, you like walk into the public restroom and you're just like, ooh, I'm gonna make this dirty place a little fancier.
Why is this the thing that's killing me?
If I could roll
don't
out,
know.
if I could put it in my backpack or a bag or a box that I was carrying around with me, just out in the world, and I'd use the public restrooms, and I could just roll out my own travel bidet.
Did you know that there are backpacks that are toilets that you can go camping with?
Technically, any
Yes.
backpack is a toilet that you can go camping with. Technically,
Any
anyone
backpack
is.
gets a toilet at least once. Just like anything's a toy if you
that.
play with it, but you know, it's true. Although, you know what gets me? It's not the backpack one. It's the golf club one that has the little towel, the privacy towel, but you literally pee into a golf club.
Yeah,
Like the
it's like
handle?
a big empty PVC pipe essentially with a golf club
and you just
attachment.
Everybody knows what you're doing. Everybody knows what you're doing when you use it, but it looks like they try to sell it as, oh, you could go in public and no one will ever know.
No one will notice. Well, it's for like golfing and stuff. Like when you're super far out on the course, taking up all this land that could be used for affordable housing instead.
Go find a bush. nice little throw in there. Nice little rag on golf courses. But yeah, just go find a bush. I mean, at that point, like, say, hey, I'll be right back. Go find a bush. Don't strap on this belt. And like put your bits in the handle of this stupid golf club.
Like you're describing it, like
yeah. Well,
like
people
we don't
can
get
see
it,
but
like,
not
we don't get the concept.
No, I know you get it.
Like you're going, like the detail that you're going into is, I feel like it's making like the hole is being dug deeper. Like in that I don't really necessarily want to know about.
But I know it, and so now everyone else has to suffer with this knowledge, okay?
Hi, Maxwell. Are you? Maxwell Rue?
No,
Sorry, it's a new person in my chat. I have to say hello. I want to say hello.
Oh.
I don't have to. No one's forcing me.
But
Hi.
it's nice that you do.
Hi.
But yes, this thing is a nightmare. And they try to sell it like, hey, you could literally go on the back nine, on the green, and nobody will know. Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
This is a great conversation.
You started it.
Did I?
Yes. Bringing up the bidets and stuff.
No, it's just the fact that.
And how many toilets there are.
No, it's just that I don't think people are going to the bathroom right. But
that's true. All right, no more bathroom
Or
time.
showering. We talk about showering?
Have we talked about
We
showering?
have not talked about showering.
That people can do, they have to do it privately, that nobody else has to witness. Although, no, actually, that's not true. I guess when you watch movies and TVs, they always like show the person like
showering,
you know, like scrubbing and all that kind of stuff.
Right, to varying degrees of.
I have seen a chart, a graphic before that most commonly when people shower and such, the only thing they actually actively wash is like their chest, and then like in varying degrees further down the body and such, people don't actually wash themselves.
Who out there now washing their legs?
A lot of people apparently.
I used to have to take baths when I lived in Louisiana because there was no shower head built in.
Yeah, at one point when I lived in Texas, all I had was a tub.
Yep. So I had to get up every morning at like, I don't know, 5:15, 5:30, whatever it was.
It was the worst.
And I had
There's
to
no quick way to take a bath.
Yeah, I was
not
gonna say,
even
who's
that.
got time for a bath?
I tried to always like be careful about like making sure that, because you know when you take a bath you probably need a rinse or whatever because
Right.
you're sitting in
Yeah.
your dirt and all that. But anyways, I would get
I'm
I
gonna
would
fall
get
off this chair.
Hubba, hubba.
I would get what?
Sorry, keep going.
Are you
They
okay?
redeemed it. I had to do it.
Okay, I would get ear infections constantly, back and forth, because I
Yeah.
would try to get my head back, wash my hair out, but it was always get water in my ear, and you try to wipe it out constantly. So good news though, they installed a shower. They installed a shower head.
I think we've all had that
Finally.
moment today of just like we can't speak.
Yeah. But they installed it, and then 3 weeks later, I was already moving out.
Yep.
And it was
That's how it goes.
It was
Womp,
it was not great.
That's how it goes. Yeah, the tub
All right,
that
thank you, Michael
the
Winslow.
tub that I had a shower head on it.
Yeah.
But it was like a clawfoot tub in the middle of a room.
Okay.
And so if you use the shower head like a shower head, you would just basically flood the bathroom.
So
Was it not like a wet room?
No.
it was a dry room.
It was a very dry room.
You know the concept of a wet room, though, right?
Poorly
Is it wet?
constructed house.
It's basically a bathroom that is all a shower. Like the entire room is a shower.
So like the gym showers.
Yes, but like you're also like your sink and everything is all in it, so that way you can just like use
You
one.
can hose yourself down and not worry about getting water everywhere.
Yeah, and it doesn't because it's all tiled. There's no like separate shower. It's a wet room. Yeah.
Right.
Do you not know of this
It sounds
concept?
kind of awful to clean.
I mean, it's really not.
Are you sure? Because
Honestly,
you might get
it's
barnacles.
way easier to clean than it is like
Yeah.
your standard bathroom.
Really?
'Cause you
There's
don't-
way more surface
all
area.
you have to do is
Hose it down.
Spray it down, man.
Spray it down and then hose
All
it
you
down.
gotta do is hose it down. Whereas
Yeah.
with like a normal bathroom, like I have to worry about like all these different like textures and nooks and crannies and yada yada. Like it's a lot.
Yeah, a wet room.
I
They're
would-
very popular in Asia.
I would far prefer just spraying everything down with a strong hose
Do you
and
have a
then give
hose
it a good
hookup in your
scrub.
bathroom too?
I mean,
Or do you
yeah.
Most
feed
of
it in
the
from
most of the
outside?
sinks there, you can actually put a little hose on.
What?
Yeah.
So you can actually hose yourself down, or the cat if you need to clean or whatever.
I would
Can you
love
put a
to.
sprinkler in there?
I would love to see our cats go into a wet room just so we could turn on the shower and they can't get away.
Okay, but they love sitting in the tub. So
One
like,
of them loves sitting in the tub. The other one does
I don't
not.
know. I don't know. The other one seems kind of interested sometimes. He's just a little too fat to, get over the edge.
Stop yelling at my son.
I am not yelling at him. I love him exactly the way he is.
Shaming my boy.
Okay, sure. If that's what you think is happening.
No, I don't. But no, you've never heard of a wet room though. Seriously.
No. I've heard of a room that got wet.
Okay.
I feel like I would rather clean small areas. This whole tile situation, I don't know. I think we might get fin rot. I think there might be some kind of bacteria.
fin rot.
Yeah, I don't know. You don't know what's
I
going to
mean,
be
they
in
also have like
barnacles. Again.
usually depending on
Oh.
usually depending on the square footage of said wet room too, they usually have like quite a few drains and things like that. So there's not a lot of standing water as long as you're not
I don't think it's
negligent.
saying water. I just, when things get wet constantly.
Right.
Yeah.
But you would
Yeah.
prefer tile as opposed to say like we have one of those.
I wouldn't want a full wet room hose situation in like wood.
I was gonna say I want nice mahogany wood.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's really hard for like so the way our bathroom is set up is we just have normal plaster walls. And our tub doesn't reach, like the tub walling doesn't reach all the way up to the ceiling.
Right.
So we have black mold that we have to constantly take care of
Yeah.
because it's plaster,
Wait,
which is
where you live
constantly
now?
getting wet.
Yeah, because
Isn't that against the law? Shouldn't they like
You
fix
can
that?
look, you can report it, but all they do is they come in, they spray it down, and then they paint over it.
That's
all they do.
Any apartment complex, that's what they do.
I got an Amazon package delivered.
Nice.
That's cool. That's exciting.
Something about that sounds very off.
There's only so much they can do about it.
Yeah.
And that's usually the response you get.
I thought they just like come in with a bulldozer and they just take the whole place down. All right, you're moving.
I mean, if they would move all my stuff, I would just be like, fine, just do it. I don't care. But they won't do that. So I would have to do it. And it was hard enough to get stuff into the basement. I'm not looking forward to the day we inevitably have to get it out of the basement, out of our dungeon. But what are we talking about?
Wait, no, never mind.
Sorry, my mind just went completely blank.
We're like a little bit above an hour, so maybe we start thinking about closing thoughts.
Okay, well, does anybody have any final questions for us before we start wrapping up?
That sounds good.
Are you just realizing now how bad your nails are?
No.
What's going on? What's up?
I was gonna
What's
say
up- what's
something
going on
and
over
then I lost it.
I want to
I
like
get it.
lean around Jack to give you proper.
You know what we need? A long couch.
Oh,
a
yeah.
long
That
couch?
you can not long this way, but long this way.
So we can
when you
all
want it, so
sit.
you can sit in a row, but then you can like do these interactions. Then you
Right.
lean back and now we're having a conversation, right? But then you can comfortably sit up. And then you can have this
harvester.
conversation.
I think I'd prefer more of like a C situation, like a C-shaped couch,
like an L
or
couch.
something.
Like, so it could go in like a corner.
Maybe.
Maybe.
But then someone has to sit in that awkward spot where they've got two seams on their butt instead of just one.
Maybe some
know?
people like two seams on their butt.
Do you like
No, I said someone, not me. Someone.
right?
I want a couch in the shape of a stealth bomber, like in
Broken Arrow.
Because look at this. You sit on any of these three corners.
What do you put your back on?
You see everybody.
What do you put
What
your
if
back
we?
on?
You have
Okay.
to jump into it.
Oh.
What if we got one of those couches that are in like hotel lobbies that are just like
Oh,
they
yeah.
have like that big round middle piece that does nothing except take up space, and then all the seats like face away from each other.
Right.
What if we did that?
And then we just don't look at each other while
Yeah.
we...
What if we just completely ignored each other but had a conversation at the same time?
Grenzenlos has a question for us. Also, I like all these ideas. When we we inevitably move to a bigger studio, I would like to invest in more space. Yes, and make the podcasting booth area bigger. We're working with a small space here, so
But
You know,
smaller's
I-
usually good for sound quality.
right. But I can also like still have more room and stuff. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You're so greedy for more.
I am.
Always more.
Yes, I really would love a bigger studio, but that's a whole nother thing. Grenzenlos has a question for us. What
What's up?
is
How's it
your
going, dude?
favorite Thanksgiving side, and what is your least favorite?
Me first, huh?
Or whoever wants to go first.
like
you look like you didn't pay
The
attention.
side?
Yeah, the Thanksgiving side, not turkey, not ham.
Oh, so I can't talk about my love of the turkey.
No,
Okay.
that's part
Jack's
of
is
me.
Little Smokies.
That's actually not my favorite, but it is one of my favorite. But my favorite Thanksgiving side is deviled eggs.
Oh
What?
yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't like it.
You don't like
Those are
deviled eggs?
disgusting.
Oh my
Really?
God, we
They
can't
look
be friends.
disgusting. They smell disgusting.
okay, look.
They are disgusting.
They can be really disgusting.
Yeah,
If
and they
people
are.
make them poorly.
Yes, but if you make them the right way,
I, however, make a banging deviled egg.
I feel like we've talked about many dishes,
Have we?
and every time you are able to make that particular dish
Am I?
way good.
Yeah. I just really
not
like
to
cooking.
toot my own horn, but that thing you think is disgusting, I happen to make it unbelievable.
Gray is a really good cook. By the way, Anime Girl, I see your question. I will answer it here in just a moment.
I like mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes is good.
Dude, have you ever put cream cheese in mashed potatoes?
I am very allergic to dairy products, like vomiting allergic.
Yeah.
So
This face is not because you're allergic and I feel bad, but what this face is that you've never experienced mashed potatoes with cream cheese, and I feel bad for you. I feel
I mean,
bad. that-
maybe if I like really took like a lot of enzymes, I could try it.
a lot of lactate pills.
Yeah.
So, Matt, real quick, do you know the difference between smashed and mashed potatoes?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So these are different things to you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So mashed potatoes, you mash them with what? Not a masher. I mean, you masher, but what do you usually mash them with in the perfect world situation?
Oh, like the kitchen.
Like the tool.
I don't know that the tool has a name. Does it?
I thought the tool was just called a masher.
Well, there's like a mixer, like a hand mixer.
Oh,
well, that's what I use. So usually if I'm making like creamy, so my distinction for these two things is one is more like lumpy.
Right.
And still has more solid bits.
Yes.
So like maybe like a fork or like
But
something
that's
like
for,
that
that's
to
for
like
smashed potatoes.
That's for smash.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But mashed potatoes are more creamy.
They're
Yeah.
more like
Use a
whipped
mixer.
almost.
Or
Sure,
hand
yeah.
mixer, and yeah, and then you put a little milk in there. Sorry, you
Yeah, no, I get
You
what you
turned
mean.
around, I felt bad because you missed it.
No, I saw
Because you
it.
wanted to spin your head around and see what I was doing.
I saw it was like.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, I saw. I was
but this
I was
is the
giving you the
situation.
attention that you deserve.
We're not facing each other, so you don't happen to see this the thing that we're doing over here. Okay, so it's very important. So that's part of the story. It's a very part of the story. Is
Yes,
the sounds.
is the sounds, and yet you make fun of me when I do sounds.
You guys are making me really hungry.
I
by the way.
know.
So
I want some mashed potatoes.
So the other difference between the texture and smashed and mashed is what? Is there? Do you?
Well, again, I think smashed potatoes are lumpier. They're usually like
Usually don't
mostly
have like milk.
yeah.
in
It's mostly
smashed
just like
potatoes. Usually just,
butter.
like butter.
Yeah. Whereas mashed potatoes
herbs.
have milk. They're fluffier.
Herbitos.
Yeah.
Do you leave the skin on?
Oh, for smashed potatoes?
This question could be taken if you just took that soundbite. Like, do you leave the skin on, or do you take it off when you go to bed?
I do love a lumpy smashed potatoes with a little bit of skin. Not
Yeah.
all the skin,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
But like, you know, like you get most of it off.
Right.
But then you still get like some nice little bits. You get some nutrients in there.
Yep. What else is there though? There's mashed potatoes. There's stuffing. There's like
There's green bean
vegetables.
casserole. There's
Cranberries?
cranberry sauce and cranberries. There's what else is there? There's
I
like
like
sometimes
roast veggies, but I don't know that those are necessarily like a staple situation.
little smokies. Some people do chips and like dips and stuff for Thanksgiving.
That's like it's like a pre thing though, right?
Right.
Pre-
Like a pre-dinner.
Pre-dinner.
Like an appetizer. Like an appetizer.
I thought you said preed. Preed.
It's like Preed is like, is my Creed cover band.
Yeah.
We're so
The
much
prima
more,
donna creeds.
we're so much more ahead of them because the P stands for praying, and so we're more closer than Creed ever was.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so what is your least favorite then? Mine would have to be I'm not a big fan of green bean casserole myself.
Cranberries.
You don't
Can I
like
just
cranberries?
say turkey? Because I don't like turkey.
But this is specifically sides.
But I like sides. That's like my whole jam.
Okay, well that's the other one that I don't really like is like ambrosia salad.
Oh yeah, that's not
The heck is ambrosia salad?
It's like
yucky.
it's like fruit salad with like a
I cannot make good ambrosia salad because I think all ambrosia salad's kind of yucky.
it's like fruit and stuff, but like what's it held together with? Like what's
Macaroni, mayonnaise. Sometimes it has little bits of gelatin in it.
Yeah. Like I'm not a big ambrosia fan. But yes,
one of the best Thanksgiving dinners I ever had was when I air fried a whole chicken, and then I made some pretty banging potatoes
Nice.
and just like some vegetables. That was the best one.
Yeah.
nice.
It wasn't deep fried. Actually, that might have been the better one.
Yeah.
But I didn't get a whole one to myself.
Right.
Or like a small group. There was
I like to do
eat
like
pieces that were
Cornish
shared with
hens.
everybody. Yeah.
For like each person gets like a little Cornish hen. Love that.
I feel like Cornish hens are great, except for that there's tiny little bones. So
Come on in.
Am I able to interrupt this?
Yeah,
Oh, hello.
we are live, just so you know.
Okay, Jack, can I take you for like 30 seconds?
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Sorry.
No, there's a follow-up question of do you
Should I
think
read
mac
it?
and cheese belongs at the Thanksgiving table?
mean-
it never belongs there. It does not deserve to be there. Dude, have you had what's wrong with the floor? What's going on with the floor?
I don't know what's going on.
Is this
Your
floor
chair's
set?
very wobbly.
It is wobbly. Is it the chair?
It's the chair.
Okay, but it
It's
wasn't
the-
wobbly
it's
over there.
I think it was.
Okay.
But it's just yeah. Anyway.
Did my mic move on its own? Anyway. You have Beecher's mac and cheese?
Oh my gosh, I
pointing at
feel
you.
like someone has spoken to me about this. Is that the one that comes in like the container and it's got like the crunchy stuff on top or something like
I
that?
think it does have crunchy, yeah.
I feel like Jack's mother has like talked about loving this stuff. I'm pretty picky with my mac and cheese. I like Kraft little mac and cheese, the boxed one, because poor kid.
Wait, with the powder?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of like creamy
You like creamy stuff.
cheeses unless it's homemade, and then I kind of like it. But the pre-made stuff is kind of, it always tastes weird to me.
I don't like the powder stuff. It tastes good. Okay, it tastes good at like the temperature. Like the warm, like the hot, ready to eat temperature.
Right.
But as soon as it cools down, it tastes real bad.
I can see that.
It's like I just realized I have garlic fries in the refrigerator, and they're gonna taste terrible when I
Oh,
pick
yeah.
them up.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, okay.
French fries after they've been in the refrigerator is kind of a not very good time.
It's not at all. So yes,
I think they do, but
listen, anything
Mac and
exists
cheese
in any
belongs.
situation at the table if you want it to be or don't want it
Yeah,
to be.
It's
I
true.
think, like,
It's
if
all
you
personal.
like to eat something, eat it.
yeah. I have a
Except glass.
don't eat glass.
If it's edible and you like to eat it,
We might
Eat
need to go
it.
further than that.
Right.
Because edible, a lot of things are edible.
if it will
is
not make
edible.
you severely ill.
Okay. You could eat anything. You could eat just about anything.
I had a question directly to me, real quick, that I want to answer.
Aren't you hot shot?
Well, I was just, it's from Anime Girl, and they ask, "What is my favorite anime?" That's a hard question because I'm a nerd.
Yu Yu Hakusho.
I would have to say that my favorite anime is, if I had to narrow it down, is probably Yu Yu Hakusho's up there for me. So is Dragon Ball Z because that was just like my starter anime. But if I'm going just by
And Nana, the Jose.
yes, but if
That's not for
I'm
you.
going by
That's just for
like what currently I would say is my favorite anime, I would have to say that I love My Hero Academia.
Oh, yeah, that's a
we
good one.
we need to watch season 4, but
It's really hot right next to this lamp, by the way.
I'm sorry.
I'm starting to get really like hoppy,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm like kind of cooking in my skin over
I'm
here a
sorry.
little bit.
I'm sorry. Well, we're gonna be wrapping up because I actually just got a thing that I need to go take care of. But
Uh-oh.
that is currently one of my favorites. It's a really hard question. I would say.
Jack to the principal's office.
Yeah. Logistics need to be taken care of, but yeah, I would say My Hero is really good. I also do love Yu Yu Hakusho. I love a lot of older stuff. I haven't watched a lot of new stuff outside of My Hero. There's one called Gare Zero that I really liked. I own the box set for. Yeah, there's a bunch. I could talk about anime for hours and hours, probably days, but we don't have that much time. And Darko doesn't.
Do you want to do another 7-day marathon, with the podcast, and we never leave?
You just want to do a 7-day podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
Do you want to hate each other? Is that what you want? Is that
No,
what you're asking?
I don't.
You guys don't already hate me?
No, not at all.
I feel like after 7 days in the room talking about, I don't know, I could probably go for a few days.
Yeah.
After a while, though,
Maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
we're gonna find something eventually.
Yeah.
You were like, I like silver chains for jewelry, and we're like, and then it's gonna be, what? That's my thing. I don't like, or something. It's gonna be something.
You've triggered me with your love of silver jewelry.
And something.
Well,
I also think eggplant tastes terrible.
I do too. I don't like eggplant.
Okay. I don't like
Okay.
anime either, so.
I know you don't, but nobody's perfect. It's okay, honey. We'll work through it. On that note, I think this is probably a great place to wrap things up.
Yeah.
Thank you all for your questions. Thank you all for hanging out with us live. Thank you all for listening. I'm very happy.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm very happy that we get to do this every other week, and that we get to just kind of hang out for a couple hours and goof off and talk about whatever we want. And it seems like you guys enjoy listening to us. I have one more request from chat from me that I'm going to do
For
real
you?
quick. Yes,
Only you?
it's something that
That's the Jack show.
I have to do. But Darko, I need you to look at me real quick.
Oh, dear.
I'm a warrior.
Oh my god.
They asked.
Hi, chat. Well, that's the last episode of the podcast ever.
Yep.
Ever. And podcast people.
Thank you all for listening. Gray, where can everybody find you?
TheInevitableGrey in most places. On Twitch, I stream art things and also occasionally video games. Yeah. Pretty much the same everywhere.
Nice. You can find me on Twitch 3 days a week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, occasionally a bonus stream at twitch.tv/ImaginaryFriendJack. You can also find me on Instagram mostly at ImaginaryFriend_Jack. Thank you to everybody for all the support recently as well. We've been getting all of our emotes and stuff done because we just got affiliate, which is really cool. Tier 3 emote just went up, and that was actually drawn by Gray. And it's very cute. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for all the support. Darkosto, where can everybody find you?
Dead.
Sneezing is where you can find him. God, he sounds like me this morning.
That's where.
That's where? It's just in the sneeze.
Yeah.
In the sneeze. That
Yep.
sounds like a movie.
Yep.
In the sneeze.
Do you know that, by the way, do you know that the 100 folds in a chef's hat, you know, the big tall chef's hat, it's 100 folds.
Really? No, I did not know that.
Specifically 100 folds.
100 folds.
How do they...
It's to represent the
That's
100
a lot.
ways to cook an egg.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Annabelle Jewel. So yes, where can people find you?
On the internet. You can find me on the internet.
You just open up Google,
If you open it up,
and there's a Darkosto
you'll get
tab.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll get there.
Oh my gosh. You can find him on twitch.tv/Darkosto and mostly on Twitter at DarkostoTV. From all of us here at Novo Studios, from myself, from these two, I want to say thank you all again for watching. We've
Don't
had
speak for me. You don't know
a
me.
fantastic time. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Thank you,
Gray.
guys.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Did you know that some cats
Say goodbye,
are
Darkosto.
allergic to people?
They are. They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
That would suck.